thank you for being here again. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you in advance for watching the video, and don't forget to do all those other things that you do, to like, to comment, all those other things that you do for YouTube channels that you evidently learn from, given that you're back here, right? Anyway, so today, as I make this video, I'm going to tell you 3 things you need to stop doing as a virtual assistant who is doing actively seeking clients. Okay, and so while I make this video, I'm making it under the impression, under the conclusion, or rather under the strong belief that whatever you're doing for client acquisition should put you in direct contact with your ideal client. Okay, and what I mean by this is whether you're seeking feedback on your messaging, you're seeking feedback on what skills you should learn next, whether you're seeking feedback on what tasks usually, like what their pain points. Okay, whether you're just directly talking to them and trying to sell your services, whatever you're doing should put you in direct contact with them. Okay, I'm making this video under that assumption. I strongly believe in that. Okay, and so the first thing you need to stop doing, and I've seen this a lot in those Instagram, how are they called, the subscriptions, those Instagram, the ones that happen in the DMs. I think I remember the word by the end of this video. If not, I'll add it in the description. Okay, and then the Facebook groups and also LinkedIn groups. Okay, the most common one is where a virtual assistant is seeking feedback. Okay, whether it's feedback on the skills that you're looking to learn, or rather the services you're looking to offer, or maybe just simply you're looking to see what they're looking to delegate, or rather you're looking to see what they normally delegate. Okay, and the most common one I've seen is, as a so-and-so, like ideal client, I'm going to use the coaches, right? As a coach, what if you were to delegate a task today, which one would it be? I don't like when people do that. I'm like, coaches will not respond to this. Okay, the most common, actually all comments that you're going to get are going to be from other VAs, okay, who are also trying to basically just showcase their services, showcase their experiences and everything. Okay, so what I'd rather do, what I will do, okay, if I were you, instead of seeking feedback in that form, I'll go directly to their inbox. Okay, and for example, for LinkedIn, what I would do, because there's limited number, if you're not using LinkedIn Premium, there's limited number to messages you can send to non-connections. Okay, I'd send connections to them, and I've noticed that virtual assistants are actually scared to do this. They're scared to send connection requests to their potential clients. Okay, because they feel like, I don't know, most of those that I've talked to feel like they're going to be ignored anyway. And my point is, I get ignored as well. All of us get ignored. Okay, you get ignored by your peers, you get ignored by people, so do it anyway. I think at the end of the day, don't reject yourself before you get rejected. So send this connection request, the maximum, every single week. Okay, and so after sending those who accept, you just go to their DMs, and not to pitch. Okay, since you're seeking feedback at this point, you're seeking feedback on your offers, you're seeking feedback on your messaging, you're seeking feedback on whatever. Okay, just go to their inboxes and say, hey, I've seen that you do this and this, I've been looking to offer this. Is this something that you would be interested in? Okay, and make sure you're giving them a disclaimer that you're not trying to sell them, you're just trying to get their feedback. Is this something you as a coach, you as a consultant will be interested? Is it something you would pay for? Okay, do that. Send at least 5 every single day, and I assure you that you will get at least 3 to 5 responses. Okay, that to me is feedback. Okay, do it for Facebook groups as well. I don't think Facebook has a limit, okay, but it does take your messages to the general, if I'm not wrong. Okay, send at least 10. Hey, as so and so, I'm looking to offer this service to so and so. I'm not selling this to you, I just need feedback if I'm putting my energy in the right place. So is this something you would pay for? Is this something? Okay, so one, make sure you give them a disclaimer that you're not trying to sell, you're trying to get their feedback. Okay, you're just trying to get their input. Okay, and that will put you a step further than someone who is posting it in a group and getting responses from peers who are just trying to showcase their experiences as well. Okay, and do it for every single platform that you're in. Instead of going to the groups, instead of going to the possibly public, okay, place like the groups and the DMs I don't know how the chats are called, I'm going to find it. Okay, instead of doing that, just go directly to them. Okay, stop being afraid of being in contact with your client. Okay, the worst thing is that they'll ignore. Okay, but even if they ignore, it's probably just their VA ignoring it anyway. Okay, so that is one. And then the second thing you need to stop doing is, how can I put this? Okay, let me just go to the third, then I'll go back to the second as I figure out a way to put this out. Okay, so the second thing that you need to do is to stop connecting more with your peers than your potential client. Okay, 90% of the people you connect with should be your potential clients, and I don't care the platform. Okay, but it does depend on the reason you're on this specific platform. Like personally, I don't think I'm ever on TikTok to connect with clients. Okay, so the people I follow on TikTok will just maybe people I'm just trying to learn from, and that should not exceed something. They should not even be 5. Just pick 2 or 3 creators that you learn from, because if you have 6 creators that you learn from, at the end of the day you're going to get confused. Okay, because all these creators have different approaches, different set of advice, different experiences, different everything. Okay, so have 2 or 3 creators that you feel like you benefit from their knowledge the most, and focus on them. Okay, their output, just focus on how they do things. If you're like maybe bouncing your strategies off of what they're putting out, just do it. Okay, but don't have too many of them. That is at least 2. Okay, and the remaining time, spend it connecting with actual ideal clients. Okay, your ideal client profile, whether it's on LinkedIn, it's on Facebook. You know, sometimes I sit and receive 20 connection requests from other VAs on Facebook, and I'm like, okay, I'm flattered. Thank you. I'm probably putting out something that you want to connect with. Thank you for that. But there's a high chance that I won't accept this connection request. Why? Because then I'll be telling the algo that to take my content to other virtual assistants. I don't want that. Okay, so instead of sending your connection request to me, okay, I'd rather you just follow me. If you want to learn something from me, I'd rather you just follow me. Okay, because at the end of the day, you're still going to see my content. Okay, you can follow me and just 2 others. Okay, and you have to pick and choose 2 others or maybe 3 others. Okay, and then the remaining friend requests that you're sending should be to your ideal client profiles. Okay, and the same on LinkedIn. I have over 100 connection requests just sitting there from virtual assistants, from online business managers, and I'm like, I'm not going to teach the algo that these are the people I want to connect with. Okay, because I personally, I already have 2 to 3 virtual assistants, 2 to 3 OBMs that I learn from. Okay, those are my peers that I learn from. All my other energy, all my other connection requests, like the remaining 90 whatever, okay, every single week I send them to potential clients, coaches, consultants, because those are my ideal client profiles. Okay, coaches, consultants, like speakers, mentors, course creators, those are my ideal clients. So those are the people I'm sending the connection requests to. Okay, so stop sending 20 connection requests to other peers. Why are you doing that? Apart from learning and maybe just community building, which can easily be done on WhatsApp, by the way, why are you teaching the algo to take your content to your peers instead of your ideal clients? So stop doing that. Okay, focus, direct contact. And number 3, I'd stop, I don't know how to put this in a way that doesn't confuse you. So I'd stop selling tasks and start selling solutions, or rather outcomes. Okay, and this happens in your positioning statement, in your DM template, or maybe just in your DM, personalized DMs and everything. I would stop doing that because I work as a coach. Okay, yeah, of course I'm a VA coach, but hey, that's not what I was trying to say. I work as a virtual assistant to coaches, consultants, and also work as an OBM. So I end up like in their DMs as well, and I receive the emails. Sometimes they come in when I'm doing like the email management or other DM management. I get the messages, and most of them are just people selling their tasks. Hey, I do admin, inbox management, and whatever. I'd advise you, or rather, what I would do instead, I'd focus on the problem I'm solving, or rather, I would use these. I'm trying to find the word. Let me just say it. So 1, you can start with the problem, the service you're offering, and then the solution. Okay, and I'm going to use something that I personally do, that is client communications, or maybe just community management. Okay, and so I'd focus on, and this is after I've done my research, right? I'd tell a client or potential client in the DMs, I'll be like, hey, I noticed you have a Facebook group, and the posts are usually approved a little bit late because the timeline doesn't seem to align. Okay, and so I offer Facebook community management, and then I'll go, the problem I'm solving is that your group will be more engaged. Okay, the audience can be more engaged, and your group will grow faster if people are actually getting their intended results from this specific group. Okay, so the problem that I noticed is that the posts are getting approved late. Okay, and so they don't seem to align with the timing of the message. Okay, so that means they were approved late. That is the problem that I've identified. Okay, the service that I'm offering in this case is community management, Facebook group community management, and the solution that I'm offering for your problem, okay, or rather the value that I'm offering in relation to your problem, is the fact that in this case, if the posts are getting approved earlier, the engagement is high because people are reacting in real time. Okay, you see this positioning. I'm hoping that I'm making sense here. Okay, they're getting the engagement is in real time, or maybe even if it's jobs that are getting posted in the said group, it's in real time, and people are easier. It's easier for you to convince people to start paying for memberships if they're getting the intended results from this specific group in real time, instead of waiting for days, waiting for maybe weeks for their post to get approved. Okay, that is just an example. Okay, so you can use that model, you can use that system, okay, that sequence. Still trying to find a word. English is my second, actually third language. Okay, and so I really hope those things help. And then I can give you some bonus things you need to stop doing, sending generic DMs. I think I covered that in the third point. Things like oh yeah, this is just an honorable mention of a promising free value. You guys are really over promising free value. Hey, I can help you do this. I can show you. I can send you an example. I can show you proof. I can personalize. Please don't stop doing that. Respect your time. Okay? Because chances are, if they say yes to your free value, they were not intending to hire you anyway. They'll see your value, yes, but I don't think they'll still hire you. They just take the freebie. Okay, so when you're out there, stop doing these 3 things, and I'm hoping that your client acquisition journey will be a little bit smoother with this specific message. Do not forget, thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and it was really lovely having you here. Bye.